Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching His word truthfully and sincerely in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. Double in honors, Salakia. And Shalom to the Akim. That's scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Kadash. I say shalom to y'all out there. Salakia, once again, slip of the tongue. And this is a news article, was recently from Business Insider. This is published by Bethany Dawson of January 7, 2023 at 12:03 p.m. Eastern Time from the Business Insider, and it reads, Russia to mobilize 500K soldiers as Putin regime's risk of collapsing, says Kyiv, which I highly doubt. It says the Ukrainian military is warning that Putin is planning to mobilize up to 500,000 new troops. The Ukraine military intelligence service said that they believe the mobilization will be announced on January 15th. If Russia loses this time around, then Putin will collapse, says Ukraine's deputy military intelligence chief. It says the Ukrainian military is warning that Putin is planning to mobilize up to 500,000 of new troops in preparation for a new offense in Ukraine. Speaking to the German news site T-Online, Andrei Cheryak, a Ukrainian military intelligence service representative, said that they believe the mobilization will announce on January 15th, after the Orthodox Christian Christmas. The Cheryak estimated 500,000 people will be mobilized, with those living in cities such as Moscow and St. Petersburg to be most impacted. Valis Sablisky, if I pronounced the name right, Ukraine's deputy military intelligence chief, said the recruits will be used in the attacks that will begin in the spring in east and south of eastern Ukraine. On the east and south of Ukraine, I meant to say. Salakia. It says, reported the Evening Standard. And he says, we expected them to conduct offenses in Donetsk and Kyiv regions, as well as a possible Zaporizhzhia, but to defend the Kherson and Crimea, I meant to say. This is the number of men that we'll need for such a task, he said. Sablisky. If Russia loses this time around, then Putin will collapse, said Sablisky. Sky, according to reports. The new infusion of manpower will massively increase the number of soldiers Russia has deployed in occupied Ukraine. According to Ukrainian officials, there are currently 280,000 troops on the ground in Ukraine, per the Evening Standard. A second mobilization has been discussed for months. In November of last year, Russian region led orders to Putin demanding he stop mobilizing reservists to fight in Ukraine. The pro-Kremlin the pro-Kremlin military bloggers and Russia has circulated claims that another mobilization will take place. According to the Institute of War, Russia has dismissed reports that a second wave of mobilization was imminent, and Putin claims last month was pointless, reported The Guardian. It says Russia first mobilization in October of 300,000 soldiers were heavily criticized, with many mobilized soldiers being untrained, elderly, unwell, or too young to fight. There have been reports of drunken brawls while indiscipline amongst the mobilized troops. With one recent incidents, these just according to the reports, resulting in the murder of a Russian military commander. So as you see right here, it's going, according to the reports, it's going to be a potential, if it's fully true or not, but according to the reporter right here, is a potential Russia to mobilize 500,000 soldiers as Putin regime's risk of collapse, which I highly doubt, says Kyiv. And bring out scripture. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, and let all the men of the war draw near, and let them come up. And this is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, and and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Matthew 24 and 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Revelations 11 and 14. And it reads, the second woe was past, behold, the third woe coming quickly. Right, because we're seeing signs of increasing of the third woe's woe is increasing. That's what we're seeing, these increasing wars around the world, with the Russia-Ukraine situation currently. Now you got a potential mobilization of reserve armed soldiers is going to be stationed. A brand new deployment of soldiers is going to be mobilized and stationed in Ukraine. According to the report, you already got like 280,000 soldiers that's already there in Ukraine, while the war in Ukraine is continuing to increase, intensifying. Now you got a potential, if the report is true, and you got another potential of more deployment of troops of 500,000 potentially, So yeah, these wars and rumors of wars are heating up, especially in the year 2023. It's gonna heat up even more. So with that, hope you this sit-down lesson was edifying. Of this news article, which is recently from Business Insider, as of January 7, 2023, of the potential Russia to mobilize 500,000 soldiers as Putin regime's risk collapsing, says Kyiv, according to reports. So that's according to reports. So with that, once again, hopefully this lesson was edifying. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great. May shalom to the elders and double honors to them for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Salakia, please forgive me, slip of the tongue as usual. And double Salakia. My ass trip. Let me rephrase that over again. I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kadash. And until next time, I will say shalom.